Fiancé's parents want her to surrogate for them. Obligatory remarks. New account cause my fiancé knows mine formatting is a mess cause I'm on mobile. Alright, let's get straight to it. Me, 29M, and my fiancé, F28, are child-free by choice. This is important to note. It was a requirement for our relationship ever since we started dating 8 years ago. Her mother, 51F, is very conservative and didn't take it well. She won't be getting grandchildren. From what my fiancé told me, her mother is very controlling and manipulative. Now that she finally came to accept the fact we won't have children, she proposed to my partner that she would like her to surrogate so she could raise another child, and that my fiancé would owe her this, since she'll never experience being a grandmother. What bothers me the most is, she is seriously considering it. She asked me to donate with her to her parents, so they get off her back about grandchildren. I told her that while she was free to do with her body whatever she wants, I would not stay with her if she decided to follow through with this. All of this would be unofficial. There would be no legal adoption involved, and I firmly believe it's a ploy of her mother to pull out last second and force us to raise a child. And even if it isn't, we would still be the ones legally responsible. And OFC, since Mill isn't the youngest anymore, who knows what happens if something happens to her. It hurts me to say this, but I'm not willing to take this risk. And even with my partner having a sperm donation, I don't feel comfortable marrying someone who's technically becoming a parent. My fiancé won't budge, and I'm afraid this is the end of our relationship. She's furious that I think her mother is trying to trick us and went to stay with her mother for now. Is there any way to save this? TLDR. Fiancé wants to surrogate for her mother, and I see it as a threat to our child-free life. I consider breaking off the relationship if she follows through with this. You won't save this. No. Stick with your beliefs. I'm also child-free by choice. Thank God my husband agrees and there are no scary parents involved. Oh, it's such a trap. They're trying to trick you into having a child. Poorly. No one is owed grandchildren. No one is owed a baby. They're probably hoping she'll bond with the baby in the process of the pregnancy and they become grandparents the traditional way. Stick to your guns, cause it's a trap. Fiancé isn't considering this for her mother. She's considering it for herself. This reads like she's changed her mind, and apparently this is the easiest way to convince you. Wrap it up and don't get trapped if you really don't want a baby. Because once you've done the deed, she doesn't need your permission to continue or not. And if she feels so strongly, you can't trust that she's taking her contraception. This is a deal breaker. If her mother wants another kid, she can go through official pathways, such as at least providing the embryo. This absolutely reeks of her trying to force your girlfriend to have a baby. If she is naive to the manipulation or she still wants to go ahead with it, do not budge. Are you sure she's child-free and not trying to baby trap you? Do not donate. What the hell? You're right, she's free to do what she wants with her body. And you're free to leave before this mess happens. I know that's not what you'd want, and I'm sorry you find yourself in this situation. But this is a horrible idea and there's no way it'll go smoothly. I suppose your fiancé has been manipulated by her mother for too long to realize what is happening, and to even consider it. But if she refuses to listen, there's nothing you can do. Parents are not owed grandchildren. Odds are this is her sneaky way of sticking you and your girlfriend with a child. You can say no. As someone in a child-free by choice marriage, this is a deal breaker. My husband would be appalled. I would not even entertain the idea. Not even for our sisters. Let alone a parent. The fact she wants both of you to be donors too is sus. She will absolutely refuse to take the baby and you will have to raise it. Even if there was legal adoption papers in place, they could back out. Again, leaving you with a child by the back door. You need to be very clear that you will not participate and that this is a very firm relationship ending boundary. And wrap up. Don't get tricked into it unwillingly. Stop having sex and plan your exit. Hey, I am also child-free. Been this way for 15 years. My brother is gay and won't be having any children the original way. 5 years ago my sister, my brother and I talked about adoption. Or maybe her or me giving an egg or being a surrogate. And basically my sister and I ended realizing that we would feel really uncomfortable with being a surrogate, or even giving an egg, because we'd feel too related to the child. Not like a nephew, niece, but like a parent that isn't one. By the way, my sister prompted the conversation, not my brother, and at the time he considered their future with his BF. Not being sure yet about what they wanted anyway. Nowadays, I've changed my mind. Not about being child-free or being a surrogate, but about giving an egg. But the big change come from within. Nobody forced my hand in this. Here, your Mill is setting up her daughter to be a mother. And your fiancé doesn't want to see the truth. Either she goes to therapy to realize it, and you go to couples therapy together, or it's just over at this point. She is taking a life-changing decision, and you don't seem to have your say in it. Yeah, I'd back away slowly from that entire family if your so is seriously considering putting her body through a pregnancy because she can't say no to her mom. Sounds like your so isn't as child-free as you thought. If your fiancé wants this, you need to leave before you get legally involved with this. Either your fiancé is mind-numbingly stupid and naive and trusting and gullible, or she's not as child-free as you think. This is just bizarre to me. I love children, but my daughter, my only child, does not. She asked me if I would be disappointed if she never made me a grandma. I told her absolutely not. There are too many kids in this world already that aren't wanted. I would rather her realize that she doesn't want children than to get pregnant and raise them. My daughter will be 24 on the 17th of this month. I don't understand the mentality of I'm owed grandchildren. I sure as hell wouldn't ask her to be a surrogate for me. You are so lucky this is happening before you got married. Your fiancé's mom is manipulative beyond anything. A few months ago I read about a couple where one of the in-laws tricked the couple into having a baby. I think the mom poked holes in the condom. Such a huge betrayal. Seems like your fiancé has forgotten what her mom is really like or is weak enough to still be controlled, manipulated by her. A family like this is a terrible family to be connected to. This is only the tip of the iceberg of what they're capable of. If your fiancé is willing to do this now to get her mother off her back, imagine what she'll be willing to do in the future when she's got you locked down in marriage. Regardless of whether you want or don't want children, this level of manipulation and coercion, and weakness in the face of that fiancé, will doom your life if you stay. There will be two people in charge of your marriage, but you won't be one of them. Take it from someone who learned the hard way. Getting pregnant with your own egg and having your parents unofficially raise the baby is not being a surrogate. Yikes. That would be a great, no way. Have her adopt a goddamn kid. Or is she like every other Christian these days where it's no abortion? Just have the kid and put it a home. It's such a transparent trap. I can't believe it's even working. If anything, I question your GF's intelligence. Mill wins regardless. Either you do end up having the kid, Or you two break up over this and she can set her daughter up with someone who wants kids. Or your fiancé shows some prudence and tells her mother to knock it off. Tell her to go adopt if she wants more kids? Why would your fiancé owe her anything if fiancé is childless? You are 100% in the right here. I totally agree this is a manipulation tactic to force you both to be parents. The fact that your fiancé is considering it and not doing anything about safeguarding this as an actual surrogacy, it's giving me vibes that she is in on the manipulation if not the driving force. It makes me think she wants a baby and is trying to get you to do it with her while lying to you. Are you absolutely sure your fiancé wants to be child-free? Because if you donate sperm and she conceives, dude, that is your kid. It's not surrogacy, it's parenthood. I sure hope you stop having sex with your fiancé and really evaluate what is happening. You are blaming her mom. But this is all on your fiancé. Every bit of it.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.